Wavetables, the ever-growing synth about town. Popular, but are they practical? I'm going to make a song using some of the basic techers with them, but if they're going to go in the old metaphorical musician's toolbox, then they have to be quick. So I've got half a plan and half an hour, starting now. You can do friggin' drums. Who'd have thought? So I planned some techniques, but I wasn't really sure that I'd get something so rhythmic out of this, using the wavetables, but here we are. It's a clocked LFO trigger with a quick delay. Super simple, but it sounds really cool. I actually love that, what a start. I like the idea of just having this filtered and then running throughout. So here's the thing, I need to get this track finished for a live session I've got at Beckview Studios coming up really soon, and if I don't get it done, I'll have no track to record there, and Chris will be absolutely fuming with me. So for me to describe wavetables, I need you to imagine you're at a buffet, and it's all laid out in a linear fashion, and you're perusing, and individually you know what it all tastes like. And we have some steak, a cheeky bit of pasta, some fries, a jelly baby, pot of gravy, and even a burger. And then from that linear selection you select what you want for your plate, mix them together to see what it tastes like, and it hopefully makes a unique meal. Like this pasta and jelly baby.
Oh my welcome God.
Even for the video that was gross.
And that's exactly what wavetable synthesis is. Picking and choosing different pieces and combining them to create a unique sound signal. It don't always sound good. Just like this. I mean, this tastes lovely. Oh. Gross.
So then when you create wavetables, and they're all a jumble like this, as you move around the wavetable, it'll create different sounds.
So even though it's digital, the movement through the table almost makes it sound kind of organic.
Especially when you experiment with different modulation.
So this pad that I've made, it almost sounds a bit like a vocal, and it has kind of like a nice stereo spread. And you can get some really interesting, unusual, beautiful stuff with it. And that's what I love about it so far. The thing is though, it can sound pretty harsh. So you need to run it through a filter and then it'll kind of calm it down a little bit. So the lyrics to this song I wrote about my nan getting ill and forgetting most of the things that at one point would have meant everything to her. And I wrote this to process some of those feelings, I suppose, surrounding the whole thing. And that's why it's important to get this done today, and then I can do the performance at the studio when I'm there. And I think it'll be a nice song to kind of capture and have for that reason.
So if I use my new Maven Fiction analog chord generator, and that chord's in B, so if I set it to E, like that, so with B as the fifth of the scale, I should be able to select any of these chords and they should work with it.
E.
On here.
Then I think that it means that it'll just give it some more depth. So with the Maven Fiction analog chord generator and speed in here, I can see that the relative minor, which is always in the middle here, is going to be C sharp minor. I'm going to probably start on that for most of my chords. So I think for my verse, I'm just going to pick some chords and I'm just going to do verse. I'm going to do as like maybe like 6, 5, 1, just to make it a bit more unusual. And then the chorus. Now for the chorus, let's see. I'm just going to use some open chords, keep it quick. Verse with the 6, and then 5, and the 1. And I've just sort of picked like a nice voicing for those. And then for the chorus, I'm just going to use the more basic open chords. And I'm kind of mapping it across so I know my lyrics are. So I'll be like,
don't you get it? How can you see why I'm down? Why I'm down?
and I thought it sounded quite nice. I quite like that melody. So what is that? Starting on that 6 again, obviously a different voicing this time. We'll go to the 1, A I think, back to the 1. I just think it helps to document them, and then obviously from there we can do our bassing a little bit as well. So usually ending on like a 4 or a 5 chord always works really well, but I'm kind of trying to get out of the norm at the minute and just do some more unusual things, and it helps having it laid out like this. Wavetables do shine on bass, but usually more aggressive stuff, and I'm thinking something warmer sounding and rounder might work better for this, but again, by just filtering it, I probably can get that sound. I might put a more aggressive bass in with a different wavetable for some more dynamic towards the end of the song as well, and then I'll probably sidechain it, and it'll just give it a bit of a pulsing and give it a bit more movement towards the end. I think there's a lot to be said though for using like one kind of synth type and really exploring it, and then limiting your options like that. I think it really helps when you're writing to get things going. If you haven't got time to spare, if you want to make better music in just 4 minutes, link in the description. Like I mentioned, I'm going to talk about this bad boy. If not, just watch a frigging video, watch another one of my videos. Doesn't matter, just stay on YouTube, that's all they want from you.